Welcome back, and today I'm going to talk about website promotions. The key to making money online is obviously traffic, but what's even more important is to keep that traffic coming back to our site. Now, we all know that approximately 80% of your sales will most likely happen around the 5th to the 8th contact your prospect has with you or your website. So we need to promote our site and to bring them back on a regular basis to get that multiple contact with them and then to complete the sale. There are obviously many different ways to do this, but I'm just going to talk about a few that can be started today. Now, the harsh truth is that you need to update the information on your site continuously if you want your visitors to return. It's not a matter of creating a site and then slapping a few articles on it and then moving on to the next site. That's just not how it works. And sometimes it takes time to build the site that's valuable to people where they want to return on a regular basis. You've got to provide them with valuable content in order to keep their attention. We don't want our visitors to look at our site and then wonder when the last time was that we updated it. Now, this is an idea, and I see this happening more and more on websites. Basically what they're doing is they're creating a what's new page, and it's also similar to an archive. The what's new page is basically the title that you'll give your archive instead of just the typical old archive and then list the months and the years with all of your posts or your articles. So create a what's new page or a what's new link to all of those pages, and then this way you have them indexed by month and year. So when a visitor comes to the site on any given month, they can see when the most recent articles were posted. Now, as you build your articles and your new pages, try to work in ways to link from one new article to a past article, even if it's just a year ago or so. Try to link from one article to another article to keep them on the site, keep them reading, keep them interactive. Now, another idea that you can consider is starting a newsletter. A newsletter, in my opinion, is a little more difficult than creating articles. The way I like to do it is create an entire timeline of emails. So I'll take maybe a few weeks and try to create up to 4, 5, or even 6 months worth of email newsletters or an email news contact with them. So it's already uploaded into my autoresponder. It's a lot of work, but it is worth it because I still sell to people that are on my list from 3 years ago. And usually it's just through sending out an extra email that's that tipping point for them before they decide to buy from me. So a newsletter is something that you can use to entice a visitor to opt into your email list as well. Now, remember how I mentioned that approximately 80% of your sales might come from the 5th through the 8th contact your customer has with you, right? Well, this is a perfect way to do it. Build that newsletter through the email. Now, it's up to you to decide whether or not you're going to use some of the original content that you add on your website if you're going to include that in your email newsletter. Now, one idea that I use and works pretty good is to create brand new content. Yes, it's more work, but to create brand new content that's exclusive just to the people that are on your email list, and then let them know that. So whatever I include in my email newsletter, it's never posted on the website. You could also consider a sweepstakes prize or a contest. The first time I tried doing this was on a website that I owned a couple of years ago. I offered my visitors a free chance at winning a brand new laptop, which, by the way, you have to give them the prize. You don't want to create some kind of sweepstakes prize and then never give the prize. You've got to give the prize whatever it is and make sure that everybody knows it. Don't use a method like this and then never follow through on delivering the prize when someone wins. Now, the problem that I realized after the contest was over is that many of the people that opted in for a chance to win the laptop were not even interested in what I was selling on my website. Now, since then, I've developed different strategies, and I obviously use something a little more inexpensive, but I make sure that the sweepstakes prize is something that's related to what I'm selling on my website. And of course, it goes without saying that you should require them to opt in to your email list or your newsletter or anything else that you offer on your website that will give you a chance to keep in contact with them. And lastly, you can also consider offering a free forum. There are forum templates available for free on the internet, and you can attach them to your main website. This one works really well, but it's also a lot of work to maintain. The forums can be hugely successful, and they can keep the visitors coming back if the content's fresh and it's built correctly. But again, I warn you, it is a lot of work, but if you have the time, it's definitely worth the effort. One of the best things about creating a forum is that a lot of the content is also provided by the visitors. And this gives you a perfect opportunity to find out what they think or feel about certain products or services online. And with this information, you can offer your customers exactly what they're looking for. These ideas are a great place to start, and most of them you can begin with today. Good luck, and remember, there is no monopoly on internet marketing ideas, and tracking your statistics will help maximize your advertising dollar. For more internet marketing tips, please visit me at thecampingproject.wordpress.com.